Alright, disregard the messy desk, disregard the fact that I'm popping a juvie at around 11 p.m. at night, because we're talking about content today. Welcome back. We are talking about content, and specifically my content as far as breaking down how I'm handling content here in 2025. Now, this is not just YouTube, even though the primary source of all my content is going to be from this channel. And here's what I mean by that. Normally when people break down content, they break it down almost by social media. So YouTube here, Instagram here, TikTok here, so on and so on. So instead of breaking down my content by specific social media platform, I'm breaking down my content as a whole. And what I mean by that is the different types of content I want to make as far as value. Even though I'm not basing it on a specific social media platform, it does all start with YouTube. Because I want to take YouTube more seriously, I feel like long form content is something I definitely want to make a massive priority moving forward. So essentially there's going to be 4 types of long form videos / content on this channel that is going to be the basis of my entire content strategy of this year and just moving forward in general. So let's break it down. Number 1 is going to be value-based content. And I feel like I do this a decent amount on my Instagram already when it comes to tech reviews, camera gear, any editing tips. That's what those videos will consist of. A lot of that will feed SEO when it comes to YouTube, and it's very easy to transfer into short form. But yeah, whether it is some of the tech I use, maybe I'm getting a new iPhone, those are going to be the videos that are going to be under, that category. This will also be where I throw any Q&As that I may throw out on my other socials. The amount of times I get questions about camera gear, whether it's buying a new camera, a new lens, this, that, whatever. Having that in a video form for you guys would be awesome. So that's where that specific kind of content is going to live. The second form of long form content you're going to see on this channel is BTS. This is going to be essentially my life as a freelancer. Whether it is me learning new styles of photography or videography, BTS of how I work events, or even just going to TwitchCon or an event and hanging out with the homies, just, capturing the experience. I was adamant on having something of this style for my content because as a creator and even as a viewer myself, I would love to be able to get more in the mind of some of the creators that I enjoy to watch. So if I can provide just a little bit of value when it comes to, how I do things, or even just, a little peek into my life, I want to be able to provide that. And I think it's just cool to have that documented over time, especially as you grow, not only as, your company or whatever you're doing, but just as a person. I feel like there are so many videos I look back on and it's so cool to watch it back, but then there are also moments that I see where I'm like, dang, I really wish I would have been able to capture this in some sort of aspect. It doesn't have to be necessarily a video like this all the time, but I would like more than just, maybe a picture on my iPhone or something along those lines. I'm gonna try to incorporate something within these videos too, besides just like, maybe if it is just us hanging out, cool, but like for instance, one video I already have in the pipeline, it's filmed, it is in the process of being edited, is learning how to shoot a documentary. I ended up helping out a friend of mine at COD Major 2, and that was a cool experience for me, just being able to learn and honestly just hang out with him and a couple other people that I also met. So not only just tracking what happened at Major 2 and hanging out, but also incorporating in a sense maybe a somewhat of a lesson into it. So yeah, BTS vlog style, I'm super excited about this one. Some of y'all don't even know this angle because it was such a short time while I was in this apartment, but I'm really excited because this is going to be content style number 3. And it's not even a video. I am returning to live streaming. I haven't streamed since July of 2023, and I'm excited to be back to it. I miss the community aspect of it. I just miss talking to people, interacting in real time. This is definitely the least planned out of the 4 varieties of content that I'm gonna be having. And I say that because I still don't even know where I'm gonna be streaming exactly. Whether that is here on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, still not 100% sure, but we're gonna, essentially figure that one out. But as far as what I'm gonna be streaming, it is gonna be a lot of me editing photos, editing videos, client work that I can share, client work that I maybe, shouldn't share, but who knows. But it's gonna be a lot of BTS, maybe how I organize my files, how I break down, a lot of it is going to be my creative process My goal with everything is to be transparent as possible. And I feel like there's no easier way to do that than live streaming, where people can literally interact with me and ask me questions as I'm doing what I'm doing. So yeah, stay tuned for that announcement, because I will be announcing that probably on Twitter and Instagram. Those are my most active social media platforms as far as like quick on the go. But I will be live within the next month, so that's exciting. And you guys have seen this angle or something really similar to this angle before too, because this is going to be the fourth kind of content, and honestly I feel like I'm most excited about this one. I've teased it a little bit on my socials if you follow me over there. Some friends have posted about it, but I'm officially launching a podcast. I've been wanting to do this since late 2023. Never had the resources, never, in my opinion, felt like I was ready. And I feel like now is the perfect time to pull the trigger on my podcast, which is called The Creative Outlet. I am really excited to get this started because I get to talk to some amazing people that are crushing it in their own lane. Whether they are content creators, streamers, creatives of any kind, videographer, photographer, graphic designer, editor, business owners even. I not only get to talk with them, but ask them a bunch of questions about their journey, how they got to where they are, some of the processes that they use to be where they are, and maybe how they're going to scale forward. But honestly, I am just super excited because I get to hear some amazing stories from some amazing people. I am super blessed to have some very successful people in my inner circle, and they did agree to come on the podcast. So at the time of this recording, I already have 5 episodes recorded, and over the next 2 months, I think if I counted right, I'm gonna have already 6 more. So we are off to a great start. The conversations have been amazing, and the way I've structured the podcast is the first kind of time that they're on is they're telling their story. They're telling where they came from, how they got into whatever they're doing, and what they're doing right now in this moment per se. I ask them questions along the lines of what's working and not working on social media, and hopefully as the podcast progresses, maybe a year down the road, we'll have them back to give us almost an update. Because I want to be able to give them, it's a small platform, but it's a platform to tell their story, because I have no doubt that the people that I'm bringing on will eventually tell their story on a much bigger stage than just this. But yeah, pumped to get this started. Actually, the first episode is probably going to be the first video to drop after this one, so be on the lookout for that. Alright, so those are the 4 types of content I'm going to be making specifically on this channel. So number 1, value-based content. Number 2, BTS/vlog. Number 3, live streaming. And number 4, podcasting. And now those are all going to be long-form styles of content that will essentially trickle down into YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, and TikToks. So essentially all the value-based content that I'm going to be doing is kind of like, what's on my Instagram right now. Maybe a little bit more to the point as far as, new tech gear, new camera gear, all that kind of stuff. But the idea of whatever long form video that I'm going to be posting, there's going to be shorts and short form content made about that. As far as the BTS and the vlog stuff, I feel like a lot of that is going to be more on the Instagram story side and even Twitter uploads, as far as maybe clips, funny things, stuff along those lines. Live stream is a little bit different. I feel like if there are specific moments within the live stream, I can definitely upload those on Twitter. Again, maybe Instagram stories. Maybe if it's like I'm really to the point and I'm on point, I can cut it up into a reel. But that one's going to be kind of play it by ear. The main focus of that is going to be being able to interact with you guys and anybody that hops in the streams. And when it comes to the podcast, I feel like that's going to be specifically short form content. I have made a specific Instagram page just for the Creative Outlet. So if you are not following that, go follow it. I think at the time recording, we already got like 20 something followers, and I haven't posted a single thing. It's all been teases from my Instagram stories and my friends posting about it. A lot of the clips will go there, but it will definitely be collabed with my personal Instagram page as well, especially in the beginning, just to gain some traction. But I do feel like podcast clips are just the pinnacle of short form content, so that is definitely where that is going to essentially trickle down to. And who knows, if it's relevant or funny enough, I will definitely probably throw it on Twitter. As far as how often I'm going to be posting, these are kind of the goal numbers essentially. 4 long form YouTube videos a month, so pretty much once a week. And it's going to be essentially 1 value driven video, 1 BTS, and 2 podcasts a month. When it comes to short form, my goal is to do about 3 to 4 of those a week. I feel like on podcast weeks, those are going to be a little bit easier because essentially they're already done. I just have to chop them up into short form edits. But yeah, that's essentially going to be my content strategy moving forward. My goal is to be very flexible with this. For instance, if I only manage to film one podcast for the month, I may throw another value-based video on there. My goal is to make this as flexible as possible so I do not burn out, because it sounds like a lot, and I feel like it is, but in my opinion, I feel like this is something I definitely can handle. So essentially anywhere from 12 to about 16 short form videos and about 4 long form videos a month. Like I said, trying to stay flexible, but at the same time, all gas, no brakes. We are going all in for content this year. But if you have made it this far, first off, I appreciate you. Make sure to like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And be on the lookout for the podcast, because that will be out sooner than you think. But thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time. Peace.